So, it finally happened. World War III breaks out. All right, folks, buckle up. This is not a drill. Remember that simmering tension we've all been ignoring for, well, forever? The whispers in the corridors of power, the uneasy alliances, the constant brinkmanship. Yeah, that just boiled over. The world is now a battlefield. World War III is officially a thing. It's not just a headline, it's our new reality. I know, Tuesdays, right? Just when you thought your week couldn't get any worse. So, how did we get here? What were the steps that led us to this catastrophic point? Was it the water rights dispute in the South China Sea? The battle over resources has always been a flashpoint. Or maybe it was the rogue AI assistant that accidentally launched a nuclear weapon because it misinterpreted a sarcastic comment? Technology, right? Honestly, at this point, it could be anything. The world has been a powder keg for years. The point is, it's here. The unthinkable has become our daily news. And it's about as fun as a root canal performed by a mime with a toothache. But hey, chin up. We have to find a way to cope. At least we'll finally know the answer to that age-old question. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? Because there probably won't be any trees left, let alone anyone to listen. The world as we know it is changing, and we must adapt. New friends, old enemies, the global game of Risk. Remember playing Risk as a kid? Well, forget plastic armies and cardboard continents. Things just got real. We're talking shifting alliances, surprise betrayals, and enough backstabbing to make Machiavelli blush. China and Russia? They might be teaming up, but don't be surprised if they turn on each other faster than you can say mutually assured destruction. The European Union? Let's just say Brexit was just the warm-up act for this geopolitical shit show. And America? Well, we're probably still arguing about whether climate change is real, while simultaneously trying to figure out how to use TikTok to win a war. Goodbye, avocado toast. The economy goes boom, and not in a good way. Remember those carefree days when your biggest concern was whether you could afford that overpriced latte? Yeah, those days are gone, baby, gone. The stock market's doing the jitterbug, and not the fun kind. Inflation's higher than a giraffe on stilts. And good luck finding a decent cup of coffee when the global supply chain is about as reliable as a politician's promise. But hey, look on the bright side. At least you'll finally have an excuse to wear those sweatpants you've been rocking since 2020. Because let's be honest, when you're living on a diet of ramen noodles and government-issued gruel, fashion is the least of your worries. Drones, lasers, and AI. Oh my! The future of warfare is here. Remember those sci-fi movies with killer robots and laser beams? Yeah, that's our reality now. Drones are buzzing around like angry wasps, except these ones can blow up your entire neighborhood. Artificial intelligence is calling the shots, which is great news if you trust algorithms to make life or death decisions. And don't even get me started on the cyber warfare. One minute you're checking your email, the next minute your refrigerator's declaring war on your toaster. It's enough to make you want to ditch the technology and live in a yurt. But hey, at least the Wi-Fi will be one less thing to worry about when the power grid goes down, right? Section 5. But will my Instagram still work? Life in the digital trenches. So, the world's gone to hell in a handbasket, but at least we can still post about it on social media, right? Well, maybe. Get ready for government censorship, internet blackouts, and enough propaganda to make your head spin. Your newsfeed will be a delightful mix of cute cat videos and terrifying updates from the front lines. Oh, and forget about ordering takeout. The only thing getting delivered these days are drone strikes and sternly worded messages from your local warlord. Section 6. From boardrooms to bunkers. The rise of the CEO-Turned-Warlord. Remember those eccentric billionaires who were always trying to colonize Mars or build underwater cities? Yeah, they're not looking so crazy now, are they? Turns out that underground bunker and private army are pretty handy when the world goes to pot. Get ready for a new world order, ruled by tech moguls, oil tycoons, and that guy who invented the Snuggie. But hey, maybe they'll be benevolent dictators. Maybe they'll share their stockpiles of hand sanitizer and toilet paper. Or maybe they'll just use us as pawns in their global game of Risk. Only time will tell. Section 7. Can we just order pizza and talk this out? Okay, I know things are looking bleak, but before you start digging that underground bunker in your backyard, take a deep breath. History has taught us one thing. Even in the darkest of times, humanity has a knack for pulling through. Maybe this whole World War III thing will be the wake-up call we need. Maybe we'll finally learn to put aside our differences and work together. Or maybe we'll just get really good at playing Risk. Section 8. The day the memes went dark. When cat videos became a distant memory. Remember Grumpy Cat? What about the distracted boyfriend meme? Those were good times, weren't they? Simpler times, when the biggest threat to humanity was a poorly timed reply all email. But in the post-apocalyptic wasteland of World War III, who has time for memes? When you're scavenging for food and dodging drone strikes, the internet becomes a luxury, not a lifeline. So, pour one out for the fallen memes, the viral videos, and the endless stream of cat pictures. They may be gone, but they'll never be forgotten. At least not until the next global crisis wipes our memories clean. Section 9. And the winner is nobody. The sobering reality of a world at war. Let's be honest, folks. There's no winning in a world war. The devastation is universal, affecting every corner of the globe. It's not a game of Risk, where you get to sweep your plastic armies across the board and declare victory. In real life, the stakes are much higher, and the consequences are far more severe. It's a lose-lose situation for everyone involved. The environment? Screwed. The economy? Toast. The ripple effects are felt for generations, leaving scars that take decades to heal. Humanity? Well, let's just say we'll be lucky if we make it out of this one with our sanity intact. The psychological toll is immense, affecting millions of lives. So, what's the point of all this doom and gloom, you ask? Why focus on the negative? Well, sometimes a little dose of reality is what we need to appreciate the good times. It's a reminder to cherish the moments of peace and happiness. So, hug your loved ones, call your mom, and for God's sake, delete your browser history. Take a moment to connect with those who matter. You never know who might be watching. In a world full of uncertainties, it's the small actions that can make a big difference. Section 10. Hey, at least we're not alone. Alien invasion to the rescue? All right, folks, I know what you're thinking. John, this is getting a little too real. The world is already chaotic enough without adding aliens into the mix, right? Can we get a happy ending up in here? Something to lift our spirits and give us hope? And you know what? You deserve it. After all the trials and tribulations, a little bit of joy is well earned. You've been through a lot. The stress, the uncertainty, the constant barrage of bad news. So here's a thought. What if, in the midst of all this chaos, aliens decided to make contact? Imagine the possibilities. And not just any aliens, mind you, but the friendly kind. The ones who come in peace and genuinely want to help. The kind who want to share their advanced technology and teach us how to live in peace and harmony. Think of the advancements we could make together. Sure, it's a long shot. There would be skeptics, debates, and mixed reactions. But hey, stranger things have happened, right? History is full of unexpected twists and turns. And if there's one thing that can unite humanity, it's the threat of an extraterrestrial invasion. It could bring us together like never before. So, there you have it. A glimmer of hope in a world gone mad. A chance for a new beginning. A glimmer of hope in a world gone mad. A chance for a new beginning. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to build a spaceship out of tinfoil and duct tape, just in case. Because you never know when you might need to hitch a ride with some friendly aliens.